Today I'm going to take a look at Shure's SRH1840 open back stereo headphones. Now Shure says their flagship headphones are made for mastering and critical listening application. So let's check them out. Now I'll encourage you to wear good headphones for this video because today's review includes frequency analysis along with audio recorded through the SRH1840s using my binaural microphone. I also want to let you know that these headphones have plenty of hours on them before the audio tests were completed, so burn-in is not going to be an issue. Now, the Sine sweep test will give us a good idea of how accurate these headphones are across the 20 to 20,000 hertz range. Now, looking at the linear graph, we can see a slight bump around 10 kilohertz, as well as a minor roll-off above 20 kilohertz. There may also be just a touch in the low bass frequencies, but again, very, very little to see there. Let's take a look at it on a logarithmic basis. And now when we look at a log analysis, which is closer to what we would hear, we again see that slight bump at 10 kilohertz, very minor roll-off above 20K, and almost imperceptible difference in the bass frequencies. So I'm going to say that on a sine sweep basis, these are very accurate headphones. Of course, they may perform different when they have a variety of frequencies going through the drivers at the same time. So let's try out some music. Now, when we look at the comparison of music, we can see that slight boost again up and around 10K with a very minor roll-off above 20K. Any variance in bass is almost imperceptible. And I'm going to say that there's nothing here that suggests coloration from these headphones is going to interfere with critical music decisions. But of course, let's take a look at the log analysis. And looking at the log comparison, I have to say that there is that slight boost around 10K. I can hear it. A slight roll-off is showing above 20K. I can barely hear anything there. And so I'm going to say that these headphones are likely very well suited for making critical decisions when listening to music. Now, when it comes to stereo imaging and Soundstage, I have to say that in a mixing application, I was really able to locate the instruments as I wanted to hear them. And that translated really well to my studio monitors. And that's an important consideration with headphones. So again, for music applications, for critical decisions, I think these do a really good job. And this is a sample of spoken words, so we can compare the sound of the recording directly versus the sound through the headphones. And this is a sample of spoken words, so we can compare the sound of the recording directly versus the sound through the headphones. Now, the unique characteristics of spoken word make it very susceptible to coloration from playback devices. Now, when I look at the linear comparison here, I can see that boost around 10 kilohertz. I'm not worried about anything over 20K or below 80 hertz. That's outside of really the vocal range of frequencies. And that 10K can give a slight presence boost to spoken word, but I'm pleased to say that I'm not really hearing a drastic change in the tone of my voice. First, let's take a look at the log comparison. And really, the log comparison bears that out. I'm really happy to see the smooth match for these curves in the vocal range with that very minor difference up at 10 kilohertz. These headphones might emphasize sibilance a little bit, but beyond that, the tone of my voice is preserved. Now, I'm fairly confident Shure didn't design these headphones with gaming in mind, but that said, serious gamers look for serious headphones. So let's check out some game audio. And after testing these headphones out with some games, I have to say that they really deliver. If you're looking for something that tells you what's happening in the environment, these are going to do it for you. And so if you're a competitive gamer, professional gamer, and you're looking for a good set of headphones to really level things up, you might want to take a look at these. Now, taking a look at the build quality on the 1840s, I have to say that it is excellent. You have metal construction here on the sides, the holders for the ear cups. They are plastic, the cups themselves, but they are well made. You have a double metal band around the top. Pretty thin padding, but the weight is just right. It doesn't really press a lot on the top of your head, so comfort is really good there. You don't need a lot more padding than what's here. Now, you get velvet ear pads. There's a second set in the kit. So they're comfortable that way. Of course, an open back design. Now, the cables do go to both ear cups, and they just snap in and out. They are not set up like with a locking quarter turn or thread or anything like that, but they hold very firm. They're not going to fall out on you. So again, that's really good to see here. The cable is of an excellent quality. You get 2 of them in the kit. This, again, is going to last a long time from what I can tell. Has a 3.5 millimeter jack on the other end. Has a 1/4-inch adapter in the kit if you need that. So pretty much everything you could want here in Shure's flagship headphone. Now, I'll have a link to a full set of specifications in the description below, but suffice to say these are an open back design with 65 ohms impedance. And so that means pretty much any device is going to be able to power them. But the extended frequency response may benefit from a high-res capable headphone amplifier and DAC. Now, being that these are the top-of-the-line headphone from Shure designed for mastering applications, they've gone a step further and they've individually matched the drivers, and they're giving us oxygen-free copper in the cables. So they're really trying to do everything possible to give us pristine sound from this design. And now, after a number of tests, I have a few final thoughts. At the time we're recording, these headphones are around $500 US, so I'm going to expect quite a bit from them. And Shure has said these are for mastering and critical listening applications, so that's really what I'm evaluating them against. Based on the audio tests, I'm going to say that the response is absolutely accurate enough from these headphones to make those critical mixing and mastering decisions. I think Shure's done a really good job here, and in a lot of ways, there's value beyond $500 here. In my experience, they compare very favorably against the Sennheiser 650s as well as the Beyerdynamic 1990s, with a little less brittle nature than the 1990s. And again, that's subjective, unlike the other tests in this review, so take that for what it is. But that's my experience here. Now, who they're meant for? Again, studio application, critical listening. You could absolutely use them for just high-res audio, or if you want to use them for kind of really hi-fi listening application. They're not meant to be portable. They're not really something you're going to plug into a portable device and take with you anywhere. That's not the ideal application here, and you can save a lot of money and still get good results. Would I buy them? Yeah, I think I definitely consider them in this price range. You definitely want to audition these in addition to some other options if you're looking for a set of headphones for mastering. And if you'd like to compare Shure's flagship 1840 headphones against some more affordable options for critical listening, check out one of the other reviews on the screen.